Good evening. My name is Vince Noblet, President of the Speedway Town Council. It's January 23rd, 2023, and it's 7 o'clock. I'm going to call this meeting to order of the Speedway Town Council. On my right is Town Manager Grant Kleinhans.
Good evening.
To his left is Councilor David Lindsay.
Good evening.
And on my left is our Town Attorney, Bob Clutter.
Evening.
And on my left, Vice President Gary Pittigo.
Good evening.
First on the agenda is Pledge of Allegiance. Please stand. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Next item on the agenda is the approval of minutes of January 9th, 2023 meeting. These minutes have previously been distributed. If there's no changes or corrections, we'll approve them as submitted. Hearing no changes, the minutes for January 9th regular meeting is approved. The next item is approval of minutes for January 9th, 2023, and this was for the special meeting. And these minutes have been submitted to the Town Council. If there's no changes or corrections, they'll be approved as submitted. Hearing none, they're approved. Next item is item 4, and I'm going to table that item for our next meeting. So we'll move on to item 5, a resolution 2023, amending resolution of 2022-07, relating to the use of funds received from the American Rescue Plan grant.
Yes, so the town, as a part of the American Rescue Plan, received $2.7 million in 2022. We had to adopt a resolution that identified where those funds would be spent. That's the resolution 2022-07. In that resolution, we said we would spend $2 million of those on water utility projects and $763,000 and change on general governmental services. After some recent things have come up, we are wanting to amend that resolution. So we're asking that $2 million be spent on water utility projects, the same, no change there. The other $763,264.48 are to be used on new police vehicles, public safety, and general equipment for the town. So with that, I'll answer any questions that you might have.
I'd like to have a motion first.
Mr. President, I make a motion that we approve resolution number 2023-01 as explained to us by our town manager.
Second.
Okay, I have a motion and a second, and I'll open up for any questions for Grant concerning the resolution.
Grant, can you explain for the public? I know we approve for the new police vehicles.
Yep.
Can you explain why the money's going to this?
Sure. So the money, originally the legislature and the federal government wanted us to adopt a very meticulous and detailed plan. Our monies are under $10 million, so we kind of disqualified for that requirement, but we did it anyway. We purchased some vehicles for the police department, 10 of those new vehicles, 2023 vehicles, and the price increased on those, and we wanted to use some of this money to pay for those, as well as the increase, as well as what we had budgeted for the expense anyway, because that money really needs to be used by the end of next year. So we felt that was a good expense. We polled the council and decided to make this amendment to this resolution and have it before you this evening. Police vehicles are important. They're driven a lot. They have a lot of maintenance, and we want to make sure we keep those in good shape to avoid any difficulties.
Okay, is there any other questions? If not, I'll go ahead and call for a vote. All those in favor of resolution 2023-01 signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed, motion carries 3-0. Okay, item 6, approval of master services agreement with Wessler Engineering Grant.
Yeah, so this is a task order that needs to be approved in association with their general on-call agreement. This is for a couple of different things: assistance with MPDS permit filing, as well as pre-construction review of plans for any projects that are going on in town, any commercial projects, town-related projects. They all have to be reviewed and be up to our standards for stormwater. Wessler helps us with that. This is a not-to-exceed contract in the amount of $10,000. I looked last year and we spent about $6,500 on this. And the really good thing is we make the petitioner pay for those expenses as part of their permitting process. So really, it's not our funds that's being spent, but it's being spent to meet our requirements, and we ask those developers to pay. So with that, we would recommend that you approve this agreement, and I'll answer any questions once you've made a motion.
Mr. President, I make a motion we approve master service agreement, task order number 5 with Wessler for on-call plan reviews.
Second.
I got a motion and a second. I'll now open up for any questions.
No question?
Okay. Hearing no questions, I'll go ahead and call for a vote. All those in favor of approving the master services agreement, task order number 5 with Wessler Engineering, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed, motion carries 3-0. Okay, next on the agenda is approval of claims and utility adjustments. Grant?
So there are only claims this evening. There are no utility adjustments. The claims that are before you total, and they're from January 1 through January the 20, I think it's the 21st, which was Friday, 120, which was Friday, right? 120, in the amount of $3,072,209.67. With that, I'll answer any questions that you might have.
Mr. President, I make a motion that we approve the claims as presented to us this evening by our town manager.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. I'll open up any questions concerning the claims. Hearing none, I'm going to go ahead and call for the vote. All those in favor of the claims as presented by our town manager, Grant Kleinens, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed, motion carries 3-0. Okay, next up is our town manager's report. Grant?
I just have one item for you this evening, just a reminder that on the 13th of February, which is a Monday night, in exchange of our regular meeting, we will be having the State of the Town address, which starts at 6:30. I believe we potentially will have a council meeting at 6, just to approve one item with potential of claims as well. So that's my only report tonight.
Okay. I'll move on to report from our council members. David Lindsay.
Just one item, the Speedway High School Pit Band participated in the Orleans Pit Band Invite last Saturday and finished in first place in their division. Just want to congratulate them.
Absolutely.
Job well done.
Neat.
Congrats.
That's all I have this evening.
Councilor Gary Pettigo.
Just a couple things, Mr. President. Number one, if in the event that anybody missed it this afternoon, by order of President of the United States, flags are to be lowered to half-mast today through sunset on Thursday, and that's in lieu of the mass murder that took place out in Modesto a few days back. Secondly, we've got some pretty nasty weather in the forecast. For those of you that may live near or have family or relatives, friends of the elderly persuasion, please keep an eye out, check in on them, and help them where you can. That's all I have.
Great. And I'll go ahead and make a final report. I just wanted to bring to the public's attention, if they've not already heard, that Our town clerk treasurer, Jacob Bladesdale, has taken on a job with the state of Indiana, and I wish him all the best luck. He's really served this town in an outstanding way. I think he came in as our town manager, and then we promoted him to the town clerk treasurer.
Some
And
would
he's
say
done
demotion.
yeah, absolutely. And I think he has done a fantastic job for the town of Speedway. He'll be still living in town, and I'm sure he'll be stopping in. But I just wanted to bring to the public's attention that he deserves really gratitude for doing a fantastic job for the town of Speedway. His financial insight, which was developed in the state of Indiana when he worked for Mitch Daniels, and I think he brought those same characteristics to our town and really gave the council a confidence level in the budgeting process and also acquiring the monies that we need to make sure that the town is moving forward at a strong pace. So that's all I have. Is there anything else that come before the council tonight? Hearing none, it's 7:11. I want to adjourn the meeting. Thank you.